So I had kind of a prophetic dream last night, kind of pulling from our last episode. I had this dream where I was talking to Tyler, and he said, I'm definitely going to be there for the podcast. And, you know, I thought, I'm going to hold him to that. So without further ado, hey Q, how's it going? Welcome to the podcast.
How to do it, partner?
This is Q.
This is Q, he's our guest. Also, Tyler's back.
I'm from Alabama.
He's from Alabama.
I really like fucking my sister.
Oh, shit.
These things happen.
Yeah, they naturally do.
It really do be like that sometimes.
I've been told by friends down in Alabama that down there it's cousins. I think it was Georgia was sisters.
Well, I don't know, because weddings and family reunions are the same thing from where I come from.
It's just an orgy, really.
And a lot of beer.
Beer orgy? No one's actually pregnant, they just have beer guts.
Do you ever hear that Kesha, anytime she'd, like, before a show, she'd pour a bunch of beer in a bathtub, and then she'd get in it, and then she'd roll around in glitter?
I've never heard that.
That's not, like, one of me making shit up kind of thing.
I was presuming it was. But you know what? Lady Gaga wore a suit made of meat, and that's a dated reference, but...
Schmeat.
Fucking has been sending me a lot of memes lately that's just packing schmeat.
my okay, I'm gonna drop the fucking accent because I can't handle that.
Oh shit, he took off his cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Sam tried to keep up a bit of a voice for a little while and then got tired of it too.
I don't even need to do it for a while because it's just... Okay, the greatest meme I've seen this week is a picture of a fairly distorted Jimmy Neutron's dad picture that says, "Damn girl, you shit with that ass."
That reminds me, I was sexually harassing Conrad at work the other day.
Just purify yourself even more, Eric.
And they never heard the term wagon before. I was walking behind him and I said, "Damn, boy, you got a fucking wagon on you." And they were like, what the fuck's a wagon?
You got a boppin' caboose.
Damn, your ass looks like the back of my Ford F-150.
The best meme I've seen recently is shit standing with Norman Reedus. It's just it's a modification of the fucking title screen or the poster of Death Stranding, but it says shit standing and Norman Reedus is giving a thumbs up.
My favorite one is a picture of Death Stranding where it's just a dude carrying the baby and like a bunch of shit in the back. But the bunch of shit in the back is like a 48 can of like fucking Monster. And the dude's face is actually like a boomer.
Oh, it's
he's
a boomer.
carrying as a zoomer inside the little capsule.
Norman Reedus and the funky fetus.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to the 20th episode of the MD Cast.
We have reached the big 2-0.
20 too many, if you ask me.
Yeah, coming from one who's not here all the time, too busy fucking dying. You know how many fucking horses we had to kill for you?
Kyle, I have an idea. Anytime Tyler is in a thumbnail, make him slightly more furry. Every single time.
There's gonna be a point where I'm just drawing a horse.
What's that? What's that song where it goes like do do do? Oh, fuck! It's like it gets like distorted over time. It's just even more bass boosted.
Oh, I know. I think I know what you're talking about.
I can't remember what it's from, but it's just like that's literally just describing it. It's just like it's slowly a furry every single time.
Is it?
It just gets even more distorted and like.
Oh, it's the transit map on Zombies. The intro song to that.
You see, I was thinking the title thing to The Thing, where it's kind of like watery sounds, and then it just gets more frantic and distorted as it goes.
Shit.
Watery sounds.
That's how I would
They're
describe
why
spilling
can't I
water
not
on the
remember?
floor.
Well,
and
it's
then
like
I thought we were talking about like some fucking like innocent flower or like little animal video, but as it progresses to the video, it just gets darker and darker, more fucking morbid and
it
shit.
becomes a void TikTok.
I hate those.
I love Void TikTok so much. I'm sorry, guys, but every single time we record an episode, I've just been dragging them into the other room and like straining their eyes open and making them watch cringe for like 2 hours straight.
It's this is really why Tyler got fucking killed like weeks ago. He's like, I can't watch the
I'm
cringe.
tired of watching cringe every fucking Saturday.
I even say it to him when he fucking sends them to me over Instagram, like, Eric, what the fuck? Stop this now.
Cease!
He can't be stopped. He cannot be slowed.
You know
He
what?
is
I
so
think
bored.
it's my fault for actually telling him what they actually
Yeah, you're
are.
the one who created me.
I think
He's the monster you made him.
I think the only way I've been able to handle cringe ever is I just turn my brain off and I just engage my hyper ironic mode, and I just think whoever makes these is just doing them so ironically that even my brain can't comprehend how ironic it is.
I take a different route when I'm watching it, where I try and put a positive spin on it, as in, like, I'll be down in the dumps and then I'll watch cringe and I'm like, yeah, that could be me. Like, things could really be worse.
It really do be like that. What I want to do the most is get those. You know how it's all TikTok, those cringy ass videos? Or
Yeah,
like
the
Vine?
ones we watch every week.
You know what I want to do? I want to get like live leak ISIS beheading videos and put a shitty filter of that TikTok shit.
Put a pink filter with a bunch of hearts and shit around it.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
But have the
and
original-
put like some shitty music in the
No,
background. And it's just
have an anime girl sing. Have like an anime girl sing their like theme
Anime
song.
girl
It's like
sing
Sunday
I was thinking anime girls singing frickin' the Evangelon theme.
Evangelion.
Just and the pop
like an angel with cruel and merciless intent.
I just imagine the people sitting there with a bag over their
as the
head.
sword falls.
I just imagine someone with the bag over their head. Felt cute, might be head later.
No, here's one that I've seen because I used to watch a lot of that Syrian conflict shit, whatever. But I
good
saw
stuff.
one. Yeah, it's actually really good. It teaches me how to do war crimes and get away with it.
Important.
Very, very important. You know, you can't. It's never a war crime if you lose, or if you don't lose.
It's always a war crime.
It's always a war crime when you lose, but it's never a war crime when you don't lose.
That's
Ricky Bobby,
the-
number one. That's a quote from that movie.
Oh.
But getting back to it, I saw a video where you know how they always film these ISIS dudes taking a shot with a rocket launcher? It's always in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I saw one that getting freaking lased in the head, and he did a dab before falling down. And I want to just do like. I just want to make tons of memes of it, where it's just like, does this, and then it just bass drops, and just like, and emojis all over the screen. And it's just
Make sure you have a single hit marker for when he gets hit, though, too.
Or it's like, some shitty ass rap song in the background. It's like, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker.
Add the okay hands when he dabs.
Yeah,
You
literally.
make it as cancer as possible, really.
Play no sad. No sad, no bad.
Days in Iraq. I was waiting, you was chasing, you stomping to the Gulag Gucci bracelets.
Okay, I have topics for this one.
Icky
Oh,
Bicky,
boy.
Cellmate's got the stiffy,
Well, this one's just a
I can't wait
story.
for him to go to the fucking jail and just fucking die.
shanked right outside of the
Honestly.
Little table come over and just fucking shoot him.
I think one of my favorite memes I've seen was like, you know, like Bill Clinton. You know who that is, right? It's like the famous American. I did not have sexual relationships with this woman.
I did not have sexual relationships with Rainbow Dash.
It's like someone
Jesus
photoshopped a
fucking
picture of
Christ.
Takashi into his fucking thing in the White House, and the caption was like, "I did not have sex." Like, no, it wasn't a caption. It was like, "I did not have sexual relationships," and it was like, it transitions into like some really heavy bass boosted mic with this 14-year-old girl. Just fucking bass drops.
Okay, so this came to me. I don't know why I remembered this, but like I was at the hospital and I was waiting for news and shit, and then I got reminded of my old VCR, and
Mine looked like a car. My VCR looked like a car.
What?
I had a VCR. Actually, I think it was a VCR rewinder, but it looked like a car.
Neat. But I remember I was watching The Little Mermaid as a kid, and the tape for it was fucked up. I've actually never seen the full Little Mermaid movie because of this, but I was watching it, and then it got to the scene where, like, the dad was finding out all the shit that Ariel was doing, and he was like, "You forced my hand for the last time," and he holds up his trident, and then, because the VCR was fucked up, like, the screen kept cutting in and out, and, like, I could hear Ariel screaming, and, like, the TV, it was going with static and stuff, and I was like, "Ah!"
What the fuck?
And, like, I thought that he fucking killed her, and that was the end of the movie.
Kind of creepypasta
And everyone's
or
like,
some
"Oh, I
shit.
like The Little Mermaid so much growing up," and I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you people?"
New animals.
Okay.
Little Mermaid is actually just a battle royale.
Isn't
like-
that just life?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
True. Little Mermaid. Live action will come with battle royale as a feature.
Get your Ariel skin in Fortnite too.
Now comes in black and white edition.
Cannot walk. The only time you'll move is when you're falling out of the battle bus.
You have to land in water or you fucking get stuck.
Good luck, kiddo. Okay, Tyler, you are now the president of your own country, and we are all people that you need to elect as certain individuals in the government. What are we? And then give us our tasks.
Mr.
Tyler's
President,
just
give
like-
me a job.
Tyler's just like, don't mind me, I'm just a lowly smegma farmer. What the fuck?
It's honest work.
I don't know.
Well, geez, you're a
We'll
bad
start
president.
spitballing. Shit. Okay, there is the Secretary of Defense.
Elect me as the Secretary of Offense.
Elect me, and I shall implement Sharia law and commit intergalactic jihad.
There's also Vice
Hey.
President.
I'd make Eric vice president.
Okay.
Damn, okay.
I see how it is.
I'd make you Secretary of Defense.
Solid.
Mr. President, I think
I
that we
wage
should
war
kill
on
some
Korea.
Mr. President, I think we should destroy Israel.
people. Mr. President, put your penis away. This is the Oval Office.
What else is there?
Mr. President, it's still out.
You just make Q your secretary.
Oh,
Just the secretary.
No.
You tell him to wear a fucking
A maid
skirt.
outfit.
no. No.
All who enter this office shall be dressed as maids.
Mr. President, I think you should make Q the secretary.
Mr. President, I think you should elect me as president. Yeah.
Be the shadow president.
Dr. President.
Doctor President.
Mr. President, I think you should reenact the Watergate scandal.
Mr. President, I think you should waterboard some anime girls.
First order of business.
Mr. President, this Oval Office is severely lacking in anime posters and iconography. What's this? This is not Best Girl. This is the 42nd
President, I
president.
can't believe this. You have shit taste in waifus?
Mr. President, I tried to
You're gonna
block
get
light in your
impeached.
room, and it's very, very disturbing. There's nothing. What is wrong with you?
Mr. President, you're supposed to lead the people. What? You don't even know what the people want.
Mr. President, why is the Secretary of Defense covered in combo?
Tyler, what the fuck? I'm gonna defend myself from you.
Must have this much cum on to come into the office.
It's the formal dress code.
Secretary of Defense, the President said that he wants you to kill him.
I'll mobilize the military.
Okay. Start
The
digging
entire
trenches.
military.
Mr. President, the Ministry of Milkies has required.
Shut up, maid!
You can't stop the milk truck coming through.
The milk truck has arrived.
That was a reference to a stupid fucking meme. Beep boop, mommy, milky, haha, fuck you, cunt.
It was just a text message, but it was from like John Elliott or something. And it's like, aha, beep boop, mommy, milky, fuck you. Milk truck coming through, can't stop it. Give me mommy milky.
Did I send you that one?
I think you did.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
I keep like literally just peppering him with like weeb shit or memes.
Well, you don't need to bother peppering him with weeb shit. He's got enough.
Yes, as
Yeah.
you can see.
Fucking weeb.
I will not hide my addiction.
Uh-oh.
Stinky. Haha, weeb. I mean, we were
Alright.
fucking, when we were playing League, people are sitting there flaming, and all of a sudden Eric just goes into the all chat. Ha, mommy, milky, beep boop, ha ha.
Nobody was flaming anymore.
Oh my god. I think my favorite chat has to be when I was playing Call of Duty recently on PC. My first chat before the game starts is just like, okay, gamers, let's destroy minorities in Israel. On the voice comm, all I hear is just, everyone rushing in. It's just like, and then chat, it's just like, oy vey, goyim, shut her down. It would have been mint if the servers actually got shut down. It would have been so mint because that would have fit. Oy vey,
President, I
goyim.
think we should exterminate the Amish.
Mr. President, we gotta get rid of the Amish. They've got communities everywhere, and I swear there's a sleeper cell in the Oval Office.
They keep shitting on the road. They're horses, at least.
Vice President, you're mistaking them for Punjabis. Remember, 2020 is almost here. And India will become
Superpower by 2020.
India will become a superpower in exactly 10 days.
My god, they're mobilizing.
It's literally like December 31st, and then there's just like shit huts everywhere in the city, and then the next day everything turns into like high rises and skyscrapers.
Bobby Shmurda escapes prison and teleports to India. He releases about a week ago, too.
He finally catches his hat.
His hat falls perfectly on his head.
Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi recognizes Bobby Shmurda as the legitimate ruler of India.
Bro, it's been 10 years since the last 10 years, and we're still as stupid as we were back then.
Mr. President, what are you going to do to turn us into a superpower in 10 days? I'm gonna slide over cars while I shoot!
They think that I'm Tom Cruise.
We're gonna
morphs
Fucking
become
Chum Bobby with the tools. And
He
he's
morphs
fucking like
perfect.
dances.
He morphs perfectly into Tom Cruise.
We're gonna invent the technology to become Tom Cruise. All of us.
Everyone.
This Indian-looking ass dude just turns into fucking Tom Cruise. All right, I'm about to head out. Hops into this jet. It's from Top Gun.
All of them get fighter jets.
But little did you know, Trudeau's already Tom Cruise.
Oh my god.
It's Mr. Dress Up.
Tyler, how are you gonna make us into Tom Cruise?
I'll find a way.
Good. That's the
Mr. President, I have a solution. I am
the final solution, if you will.
No, actually not. Mr. German Secretary of Defense. See, I'm from a very Asian country that loves surgical deformations to the face called, what do you call those things? Plastic surgeries? I believe
Facelifts.
I have a final schmurda solution, as I call it.
A schmerlution.
That sounds like it could go 50-50. Either it works as intended or we all become Smurfs. Or should I say Schmurfs?
I call this Operation
Operation.
Operation, the fun operation game for children.
If the buzzer beeps, you die.
I was thinking more like Operation Sliding Over Cars.
Bro, you remember?
They make you slide over a car so fast your face morphs.
You remember?
No,
you
the
remember
entire
Elephant?
operation table is on the top of a car.
Do you remember Elephant?
Elephant.
You remember Elephant? Does anyone remember Elephant?
I remember
I've
the
heard of it.
commercials. I never had one.
I've heard of it. Remind me.
Anytime I think of elephants, I think of Elephant, the fun game about an elephant. It's just like a little elephant with a big nose and a fucking vent, and it throws flowers and shit into the air. And
Has
you're supposed to
anybody
catch
ever
'em.
crammed shit into it?
No,
No.
I had no childhood, so I didn't have an elephant.
Woo,
I had no fun.
my dick is stuck in the elephant.
Oy vey, my dick is stuck in the elephant. Mr. President, get that out of there.
It's giving me a nice breeze, but it's also sucking the contents.
Now get
It's
out the
forcing the
elephant and suck
contents
and
back
blow.
in.
Cock and ball torture via elephant.
Don't at me.
If you could transport a raging elephant into any point of history, where would you put it?
That point where they weaponized elephants.
They actually did that.
You
though.
just did!
I was the one who made it happen. It only happened because I went back in time and did it.
I would put one at the signing of the Declaration of Independence.
Why?
I just think it would be really funny because it was a very cramped room with a lot of people on a very important occasion.
And then some fucking jackass is gonna make the joke. All right, so here's the elephant in the room. Can we address the elephant in the room?
I would put one at the Alamo, so then you can remember the Alamo.
The Alamo.
Where would you put your elephant, Tyler?
When I was born.
I thought you were the elephant.
I want the I want the elephant to be.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
That's fucked up.
It's tradition. I'm still waiting for you to roast me.
That'll probably never happen.
Fuck off. I want the elephant to be here right now, crushing my cock and balls, so that I can have the maximum amount of Yoda screaming, Lego Yoda screaming of pain and pleasure.
Crush my cock with a rock.
I must. Maximum pain I must endure. Okay, here we go.
What the fuck?
All right, so
You haven't seen that video?
No.
Have you ever considered that this might be the first time in history that a bunch of grown men have sat in a room in a basement impersonating Yoda getting his cock crushed?
You know what? We
I
might
doubt
not be
we're
the
the
first
first.
ones.
No, we are definitely not, bro.
Think not?
Hell no.
It's possible.
What would you do if I told you the voice actor for Yoda is crushing his cock with a rock right now?
I would. Okay. I don't know.
I wish I were him.
What if I told you it was Mark Hamill?
Mark Hamill was crushing his cock
More
with
like
a rock.
Mark hammered his cock with a rock.
Did you guys know that the blonde girl from iCarly is actually the daughter of the lead singer of Nickelback?
Wow,
No.
really?
Blonde girl?
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, childhood crush right there.
Yeah.
Fucking tomboy. Hot tomboy.
Have you ever considered the possibility that shows like iCarly have shaped what you're fucking into now?
No.
No.
I know that I really like redheads because I liked Frankie Foster from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Ooh, that's a good one.
See? I like fucking glasses and sweaters and shit because of Velma.
Valid choice.
Yes.
Valid
the
choice.
only choice, really.
I like dogs, not because I'm Asian, but because, but because I like Courage the Cowardly Dog. So when I get a dog, I'm gonna grab a Sharpie marker and pink spray paint and just.
I would like to see you actually tell, like, an adoption clinic that that's what you're gonna do with it and see what the reaction would be. I'm just gonna spray paint it pink.
And name it Courage.
And I'm gonna scream at it to make it afraid of me.
I'm going to smack it until it is hand shy.
Ooh.
Real.
I am going to grow old and crotchety, and I'm going to have a mallet and never get up from my chair.
And I'm gonna also beat my wife.
I mean, naturally. That's just a part of growing up.
Okay, top 10 SpongeBob waifus, go.
Larry Lobster.
Plankton.
Plankton's computer.
Yes!
That's a good one.
See,
Um,
bro, Plankton had a computer for a wife, and that was supposed to be, like, pathetic, but, bro, I wish I was him.
Yeah.
bro, the computer be having like 2 trillion IQ right there.
Yeah, dude. She
Plankton
got-
living
Yo,
in
you know what?
3019. Yo, Plankton predicted anime waifus that are in robots.
He truly was a genius.
He was truly ahead of his time.
And he lived in the cum bucket.
Actually, my Discord server image it literally says cum bucket. I just edited the H out, so it's cum bucket. Are you on my Discord?
No.
Actually, I don't even have you on Discord.
Add me on Discord after this.
What the fuck?
Find me at 333-629 Gamer XX.
Gamer XXX Tentacion.
Yes.
Do you know who the OG robot waifu was?
Who?
The robot, the little flying robot from Flubber.
The Jetsons.
Yeah, Rosie the robot.
Yeah.
She was a maid, bud.
She was. She
So
wasn't cum
now
powered.
we're out here just sexualizing robots.
I mean, were you not from the start?
No.
Get with the program, dude. Get it? Program robots. We're here to install fleshlights in our toasters. Get with the program.
Technically, because I play Girls Front Line, they're all robots, and they're all fucking big-ass anime titty robots with guns. So, technically, I'm pretty sure you can install at the bare minimum, 14 fleshlights on them. 10 on the gun.
10 on the gun. You wouldn't fuck a gun.
Watch me.
Don't you know, I can always duct tape a fleshlight to the stock, and I'd be like, ooh!
The kick is amazing.
I don't know if you're aware of the bump stock meme, because I'm very into gun culture and everything. But the bump stock practically makes the gun useless, but fully auto, by just holding down the trigger. So just hold down the trigger with the flashlight. Like, it's gonna kick a bit, but hear me out, Chief. This is some Reddit 4chan shit
A
right
bumpy
here.
ride.
It's about to be a 30-round long ride.
Just get a drum mag.
Now, get this. You put that on an MG42, 1,200 rounds a minute, and a lot of fucking ammunition. You got a fucking...
It's gonna be hot.
You see, when you say that, I just picture like
Why not
Germans
just put
in
it
the
on the end of a
trench.
jackhammer at that point?
I mean, hey, we can pioneer this. But when you say the MG42, I just imagine like Germans in their trench, the way they got two people to a mounted gun, and one's just got his dick in the end of it, and he's just feeding the other guy's feeding rounds into it.
Now, Hans over here is the greatest
His full
marksman
name is
ever.
Hans over here.
He has the longest cum shot in the universe at about 3,000 meters. He can pepper those Russians with cum at 3,000 meters at 1,200 rounds a minute.
It ain't snow that's
I
falling,
want to hear a
boys.
hardcore American say that he can pepper these fucking Reds with cum.
Commission, commission the guy that does the voice acting for Duke Nukem to say that.
John St. John, bro.
Go on that fucking.
He's a minister now. He can marry people.
Of course,
Yo.
you can.
Do you know
Bro, I wanna
Mark
get married
Skeletor
by
Joel
Duke
on
Nukem.
YouTube?
Yes, I do.
He's friends with the dude.
Yeah, he got him to do like a
He
bit
got-
at the end of the video
Yeah.
because he had a in one of his streams he was using some like Google Translate or whatever for Duke Nukem. He's like, I wonder what Duke Nukem is in this language.
In
And it was-
Brazilian or Portuguese. And
Yeah,
it's
Dookie
Dookie
Nuki. And so he got at the end of the video, he's like, well, thanks for watching the video. And suddenly fucking Duke Nukem comes in. It's me, Dookie Nuki. It was great.
But there's an app called like Cameo. You can probably go on there and probably find them.
You got a lot of David Hayter doing Solid Snake and shit on there.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer every day.
Still feel my dick.
I don't want it to be this way.
I want a mod of Revolver Ocelot just spinning dildos.
Oh my god, the interrogator. It's a cock and ball torture.
Alright. If you
I'm
could,
sure you'll talk after the fourth one goes up your ass.
if you could go back and hands down win an argument that you had in the past, which argument would it be?
With my mom, if I could stay up and watch TV.
I have to think about that one. Shit.
I'll lose.
Hmm?
I don't lose.
That's a
bitch.
smart response.
I would probably win the argument why Adolf Hitler wasn't that bad with my dad.
Oh my.
What the
I feel that needs some context. Proceed.
fuck?
Do tell.
We got into a political debate, and my dad is like all these. You know what? Now that I think about it, I can't even think of how did it get started. I know we got into like a political thing, but then I'm like, well, if you think about it, 6 million is a little bit far-fetched for one concentration.
Jesus Christ.
I was hitting him up with some of that fucking 4chan shit right there on poll.
It was all just a Jew conspiracy, you know?
It was just a prank, bro.
Did
You didn't see the camera?
Did you ever hear about the Midnight Jew Crew?
What?
Okay, so there were some shop owners that were Jewish, and they reported that the side of their building was vandalized and they wanted compensation for it.
Oh, was there swastikas drawn on it?
Yeah, and they were the ones that did it.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I remember that one.
I think my favorite one so far from they with the brackets, quote, bracket, has got to be Malolocaust. Oy vey goyim. They killed 6 trillion of our people. They can't even get the million to the billion, right? They're like trillion. We need compensation. Like I have no doubt this is gonna be hyper ironic, but I was dying laughing when I read that shit because it's just like grossly freaking overestimated costs and everything. Or there was this one on 4chan. I used to be on 4chan because I'm a retard.
Same, man.
And it was like this really like real freaking red pill dude. It was just like the Black Swan compensations for like freeing them or for slavery, and then he gives like a freaking like Wikipedia page, like 17 trillion page long, economical factors why they should owe them money, and it's like I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. Like,
Absolute madman.
It's like 17. It's like cost of ammunition, cost of civil, like freaking civil war, cost of blah blah blah, and it literally goes on for like 17 pages. Like you have to scroll down with your mouse wheel, like.
You know, if I could go back and do an argument, I wouldn't even like need to hands down win the argument. I would just go back to have it, because I was sitting in a server and some person joined and they instantly decided to antagonize fucking everyone. But one of the first things they're like, all right, so America under Trump is like worse than Germany under Hitler. No, it was Russia under Stalin.
What the
And
fuck?
I sit there.
Yeah,
I just noped out of that. I'm like, nope, I'm not bothering. But I just want to go back and be like, no.
They should have asked Mario if it was okay for Trump to fuck Peach like that. Because he's in Peach.
Fuck off!
I was just about to mention
I see that. I saw the one where it's like Trump when he found out he is not in a beach, and it's just him humping the air.
I just see, I've seen so many of those, like, why did they say I'm in peach? I'm orange. Honestly, that joke you just fucking made is the best one of those jokes I've heard thus far.
Okay.
Oh god.
So the one that I would go back to, I wouldn't even go back to win the argument. I would just go back to calling the person a fucking idiot. Because, alright, I told you about this, but I don't think I said it on the podcast. I frequent a bookstore.
Yeah.
I like books. And,
Specifically ones with pictures and tits.
yes,
Hell yeah.
but
One with
Yes.
chicks with dicks?
no.
Yeah?
No.
Sir, this is a straight... Mr. President...
Mr. President, the maid is bullying me.
Mr. President, you need to ban fudas.
The maid pegged me really hard. Can we make fudas illegal?
While we're at it, ban traps.
Traps are gay.
No, Mr. President, we must keep traps. At least they promote women being cute.
Are you a trap sleeper cell?
No, that's infidel.
Okay. So, I have, because I started shopping there from so long ago that I couldn't even have my own email address. My mom just said, "Oh, I'll just make an account for you, and I'll do it." And she gave me the card and everything. And it's in my mom's name, but I've been like the sole one using it.
Mm-hmm.
And like every now and then, me and my mom, we'll go to the bookstore together. She'll get a book, and then I'll get multiple books. But this one fucking bitch behind the counter, I don't even. There's no way to make this sound like I'm a good person, but she said, "Can I have the number for the card?" And I gave them the number, and they said, "What's the name of the card?" And I said, oh, I won't say my mom's name, but it's that.
Is her name?
And she said, can I see your ID? And I'm like, okay, hold on a minute. You're selling fucking books. So I say, okay, yeah, well, my name's not fucking female name.
Sharon Von Betterband.
Sharon Vaughn the Third.
Yes.
And then she said, well, I can't give you the rewards card, which, like, it's not taking any money off of it. Like, it's not even doing anything. It's just making it so that, like, I'm just part of the system or whatever. I can still buy the books, it's just I'm not part of the system where, like, I build up points so that I can get, like, some free
books and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So she says you can't use it because it isn't you. And I said, well, I've had this card my whole life. She's never used it. Why can't I? And she said, well, it's just not part of our policy. Okay, then. Would you like me to call her over? And then she just like, it's still not your card. I can't let you use it. And I said, okay, whatever, then fuck
You should have just said, okay, retard.
Okay, boomer.
So I pay for the books, and she said, yeah, nice try. And I'm like, I just kind of, like, I just let out a small sigh, and then I just walked away. But if I could go back, I would say, fuck you, you sell fucking books. Go fuck yourself.
You sell books.
That book you're holding is Mein Kampf, that's why.
I go there every week, and I buy 10 copies, and I leave. I don't see an issue.
Damn, 10 copies of Mein Kampf a day? You gotta be like a Uber Jew or a Uber Hitlerite.
Nah, he's the Ubermensch.
It's like, oy vey, I gotta get all these books off the shelf so no one can read them. Or, oy vey, I gotta keep all these books so I can read them over and over and over.
Why are both oy vey? This conspiracy runs deep.
I have a truth to tell you, gentlemen.
You tell.
Jeanette McCarty is not Chad Kroger's son. Or daughter.
I know.
Then why didn't you say anything?
I didn't want to call you out.
Why not?
Yeah,
You
this
won't
is all
roast
about-
us. You won't call us out. Come on.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry for being nice.
Well, fuck you then.
Imagine being Canadian at 2019. Come on, bro.
Bro.
The future is now. It's all about roasting everyone, including incels.
It's all about North USA now.
We're now Africa. we're the Middle East. That's what we are.
We are Middle Africa.
Mr. President, Mr. President, Wakanda called us. They told us to turn into Chad. Booga booga.
How'd they call? How'd they afford a phone?
Jesus Christ, stop!
You're blowing the case wide open. Defense Secretary, we're only supposed to use spears, not guns.
You are for defense, not attack.
A good defense is a better offense.
Until you get sprayed with cum by the German soldier named Hans.
Yes, you just get fucking mortar cum.
It just splats down and...
They just shove a Rainbow Dash cum jar in a mortar.
No. It's like, you hear like a whoosh, it's a fucking jet fighter flying over, and you're like, oh, what are they dropping? It's just like, it's cluster bombs and jars of fucking...
Cumster bombs.
Cumster bombs. And just jars of fucking Rainbow Dashes of cum.
Bro, recently, the one thing I had drawn recently, I was adding some basic color to it, and it had a person sitting on the rim of a glass, and I put a liquid in the glass. It was supposed to be like generic alcohol, probably. So I kind of made it like a rum color, kind of brownish. But it was not transparent or anything. So I'm sitting there looking at it like, God damn it looks like she's in fucking cum jar.
See, I'm not that bad when I draw, because I'm back in college now, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Fuck
same.
college.
Yeah.
I get bored a lot, because the teachers are very grossly incompetent.
Oh, yeah.
And every time I draw, I either make it a very, very high quality shit post, or I draw like a literal propaganda poster.
Nice.
And last time I drew a propaganda poster, but I think my greatest piece of art was like a World War II picture of like, it's just a Japanese fleet and there's a plane taking off, and there's like tons of planes on the aircraft carrier about to take off, and the caption was, "Me and the boys about to give Hawaii the biggest vibe check of 1941." and then because it's like Japanese, right? I put like an anime bubble like chat box of the plane that's taken off. Time to oppress some gamers and minorities.
I remember I saw a propaganda shit post of where it was like, it was a little Japanese dude and he was like clasping his hands together and he says, "Yes, Reich der Asian Raleigh."
I saw this one where it's like the generic Jewish thing that's doing the hand thingy.
The Jewish merchant rubbing his hands.
The merchant rub. I called it the merchant rub. And there's a Chinese one that has literally no nose because Chinese people don't have noses apparently.
Okay,
There's
they're
bigger
Voldemort.
guy. It's like the Jewish thing was just like, "Oi, they, what are you?" It's like, and then the caption is like, "Are you Bastranga?"
Hi, you, but sweatshops.
If you could open a sweatshop, what would you make?
A lot of anime products because that makes a lot of money.
Fair.
And also,
I would make
Also
shirts
terrorist
promoting
stuff.
against anti-sweatshop for the biggest ironic fucking movement of the century.
I'd make vegan products.
that's not profitable at all.
I just want vegans to be the bad guys.
I would make those fucking shitty ass sweaters you see at the beginning of like meme compilations.
Oh
The
yeah.
fucking little ad things. It's like, oh, get this high definition of your favorite anime character on the sweater, but the sweater will smell like absolute ass and be the shittiest material.
I
in the world.
remember. I fucking.
That's why I go on Redbubble.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Redbubble's really good.
I buy all the stuff I bought. This sweater of Kalashnikov because I like guns. From Redbubble, I got it like 20% off. It's like $50.
This episode is not sponsored by Redbubble, but hey, if you want to come on here and sponsor us and
If
give us
you
free
want-
money.
Sponsor us!
If you want,
Professor
big
Redbubble,
fat
please.
Anime titties on a T-shirt. That's where you go.
Uncle Redbubble will give you a hot blowy if you sponsor this episode.
Oh, we're not getting it now.
Uncle Redbubble will pop your Redbubble if you fucking.
Oh, that's disgusting. I got the
Pop your
worst
big
image
red
in my
bubble.
head right there.
What?
I got the worst image in my head right there. I imagine a fucking girl queefing and just a blood bubble comes right up.
Ew!
You see, I thought you were gonna say the clit explodes.
Vagina bubbles from hell. But yeah,
Danny Redbubble, if you sponsor my podcast episode, we'll give you good cummy wummies.
Sugoi!
Ooh, notices bulge.
Notices bubbles.
Noted his big red bubbles.
Ooh, bubble.
But like I like Redbubble. They got good stuff. But I remember I ordered because I was really into Hotline Miami. I still like it, but I got a sweater of the cover art from Hotline Miami, and I got that from other site. I won't name it, but
Anonymous site.
I got it, and it didn't look the same as it was advertised, and like the same day that I got it, it already started flaking off, like everything that was on it.
Yep, I feel you on that one.
And it smelled like
Ass.
no, it smelled like rotten salsa.
Ooh.
Like this
So it
second
was
I
made
got
in
it,
Mexico.
and I washed it twice, and that just completely like took everything off of the stuff, like all the design off the front of it, and it also didn't get rid of the smell, like at all. It was still there.
Bleach me harder, Daddy, says the T-shirt.
That sounds more like a T-shirt to me.
I've seen. Yuck, got him.
I'll do it again.
Yep. I've had the same experience, but like It wasn't that bad. It did flake off a bit, but like it's not that bad. But like Redbubble, sponsor us harder, Daddy. Because initially when it comes, it smells like shit. But every clothing that you just buy,
I've actually
smells
never
like
had
shit.
it smell that bad when I got it.
It smelled like processed cheese from when I first got it. But I did
That's
the laundry.
honestly probably just the packaging too.
Probably. But see, here's the thing. I like Redbubble the most. Because you can get like literally non-existent designs or designs that are hard to get. Because I like getting stuff from gun, like I like the gun company like on my shirt and everything. But even if it's just a T-shirt from a gun company, it's still a gun company, so I can't get it. But on Redbubble, a loophole has been made. A Redbubble has
They
been
just
made.
fucking switch one letter or two letters.
No, it's still the authentic like.
You just put the logo on it.
Yeah, pretty much. So I get what I want. I pay some artist to copy the shit off, and I get it for cheap. Because I actually ordered a shit ton of stickers, because they actually have a really good selection. I just sticker bomb my computer. Looks fire. I have a sticker that has the Intel logo, but instead it says "dead inside." So
I want to get some stickers for my truck, but I want to make them very stupid.
Add 10 speed to your truck.
Get some truck nuts.
No.
get
refuse.
like the hyper boomer stickers that are just like higher the truck, closer you are to Trump God or whatever.
Have you seen all of like the backs of like trucks and stuff, where like it's a bunch of words, but they don't really line them up right? Where it's like Jesus is king, is God Jesus, Jesus is Jesus.
I love those memes where you got like they have it where you got to obviously read a certain way, but then they have like the actual side to side, so it's like, oh, school is now back or whatever, but they're like, school back now, fuck off.
You ever see pictures of a Humvee, not a Hummer, but like Humvee that's road legal in the States, that have lots of anime stickers on a bulletproof fucking armored vehicle going down 120 on a frickin' highway?
No, but I'd like to.
It's even got the turret, just not the machine gun on it. It's just plastered in anime stickers in the back, and it's just like,
Why is your car so loud but so slow?
I think your car is dripping over here.
Fuck off.
Sorry, Doc, I can't help but flex. I got post-nasal drip.
Let me tell you, that boomer's never getting laid.
Oh, definitely not. Unless it's by somebody that's exactly the same as him.
He doesn't need to get laid. He's got his waifu.
Literally has a fucking like
Female.
fleshlight inside a Dakimakura.
Yeah.
He has a fleshlight on his steering wheel.
He fucking sits up to honk his horn.
No.
Wait, you tell me you don't do that?
I don't even drive.
Is that a confession?
No.
Tyler just has a fleshlight on every single piece of furniture he owns. He sits there, he's like, let me lay on the couch. He's got one just stuck between the cushions.
But you know what I actually want to do?
Oh no.
Remember that old fucking one meme where it's like, oh, they'll show like a sexual scene, but then the guy will bust out his fucking...
Mr. President, the microphone's on. Please stop.
You'll bust out the iPad and just fucking put a flashlight in it. I want to get that.
Oh, yeah.
I remember I saw an edit of that where a guy like drilled a hole in his computer tower and he shoved a flashlight into it and he was crouching on his table and he looked at the camera.
I think my favorite one was when dudes were playing in VR. They're just humping the air. It was like a different, like, it wasn't even like a porno. It was like a video game, and they were humping the air. It was just a compilation of people watching them hump the air with VR shit on.
I
Those
always
were
just
funny.
I always just remember that one VR chat thing or whatever where it was It was two dudes who were. It was two characters that were anime characters, and one of them was clearly a dude. And he's like rubbing the face of this one's like, oh yeah. And then a penguin guy walks up and just looks at him. He's like, what the fuck's going on here? And then you hear the other one, of course, with a very dude voice. It's like, hey, you know nothing, bro. And he just says, so am I watching two dudes pretending to be anime girls getting sexual with each other? Yeah, that seems about right. Bro, that's hot.
I should have been like, manly ass, ooh, what's this? Ooh.
I know that I showed you, but did you ever see the one video of like the guy, and it was on a beach, and there was a girl that was clearly a girl, like with a girl VR character, and the guy, he had a coconut drink in his hand, and he was like doing the here's the airplane, and he was trying to put it in her mouth. And then she was like, please get the hell away from me. And then another dude comes over and he tries to white knight her. And he says, dude, back off. And then he points at the guy and he's like, ha I fucking love that video. White knighting in VR chat, please, compilation now.
I think my favorite one from VR chat has to be like Vladimir Putin getting surrounded by anime girls. It's just like, why? Why would you want to play as Vladimir Putin on VR chat?
Why would you not want to?
What
The best option.
made people want to become Uganda Knuckles on VR chat?
You know what? Let's ask a bigger question. It's just like, imagine if there's like an alien race looking at us. It's just like, so these guys have these electronics on a computer on their head, and they're inside a computer pretending to be fictional characters that have grossly unproportional body parts and chatting with each other and making sexual remarks instead of doing it in real life. What a bunch of fucking nerds.
Hey, at least they don't get arrested for that.
Okay, I was given a hypothetical today at work. What would you do if you wake up in the middle of the night, you can't sleep, and then you look out your window and you see an alien, like the way that you would visualize an alien, like what it would look like to you, and it puts its hand on the window, and then it just phases through the window and it's just standing in your room. What do you do?
Fuck it.
That was my answer too.
Q, what do you do?
Me? I'd probably make racist remarks at it. Ha ha! Fucking minority. Go back to where you're from.
Fucking gray skin. It fucking probes
Hey, like,
you.
let's be honest though. I would do that because I'm fucking dumb. It's like green skin. Fucking.
Hey there, smooth skin.
What would be like a racial slur for green people?
Fucking bean.
Fucking Martian assholes.
Fucking greeners.
I've been really trying not to say the N-word.
Why?
Because, like, the natural way that my mind went was just call it a space N-word.
But they're green.
I do. They called Native Americans tree N-words.
They called. I know for a fact because I have buddies in military. They call all the Afghanis sand N-words.
I call my friends that.
Don't worry. At least Asia, we're free of N-words. As in, my nickname is Gook Nukem, as seen at work.
I thought that was the American bombers.
No, that's me. I'm Gook Nukem.
Gookie Nookie.
I know the Chinese have chica.
Oh, they're just subhumans. Don't worry about
They're
it.
just so
It sounds more like you're talking about a train.
No. Chinese people are just clearly subhumans. I mean, imagine not being able to make up your own inventions and having to copy everyone else's product in the universe. Sweatshop of Asia.
That just reminds me of a conversation I had with my mother. We were making a joke about the whole "why weren't you at elf practice" thing, and
How did this get to this?
I don't know.
Why weren't you at elf practice?
She followed up with that with "I want to be a dentist" because that's from the actual movie. And I go on a tangent. I'm like, why do you want to be a fucking dentist? Dentists fucking suck. I'm convinced that every dentist is subhuman. They're not even human. And she just responds with, well, he's an elf.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm like, shit, you're right.
I guess he is subhuman.
Fucking subhuman.
It's like one of those charts of like degenerate, like freaking like Chad, whatever, holding a flag or something, and then it just slowly becomes like degenerative. And there's at the bottom, it's just the dentist holding like a little shitty flag, and there's just flies flying around him. It looks like the fucking gremlin or some shit.
Goblin pussy got me acting strange.
Chowder, this goblin pussy got me.
Chowder!
Fortnite YouTubers are clearly the most superior race on this planet.
Fortniters clearly will fight the next wars.
Fortnite gamers greater than computer engineers.
Shit.
NASA news headline: NASA to cooperate with Fortnite YouTubers to create the greatest battle bus on.
They send a car to space. We'll send a bus.
Little did they know, it was just a backstab from NASA to try and get rid of all Fortnite gamers to become the superior race.
Shit.
No.
Cruel Angel's thesis starts playing.
No, it's to
Cruel NASA thesis.
It's to actually secretly eject them into space without parachutes.
Oh.
I don't think a parachute would help you in space.
It doesn't,
It
but
wouldn't.
it gives you like a stimulation.
No more space!
No mail.
I don't want to talk about space.
There is no room for space. Get it? Because they're kind of synonymous.
Right, it gives him depression.
It do.
He just suddenly gets a very big depression panic attack.
Uncle Depression is putting his hands on my shoulders now.
Good old Uncle Depression.
I see like I can imagine a meme where you know that meme of like a white girl with like a black hand that's like just on here, and like a
Yeah. Just grabbing the side of her face.
I see like I can imagine like an Eric's face photoshopped as the girl, and then depression.
God, this is like a Shen comic.
I laugh to stop myself from crying.
Space depression.
All y'all out there worrying about relationships, I got space depression.
You remember when they took a bunch of Shen comics and made porn of them?
Yep, I
What?
do.
Do you know Shen comics?
No.
He have you ever seen the bike comic where he's like, my bike was stolen
The
today?
infamous fucking stupid one.
Yeah, he's like, my bike was stolen today. That makes me sad. But someone else now has a bike, so they're happy. So I guess it works out.
Pan to the guy shoving his dick in the bike lane.
Yeah. I just love the edit where it's like some guy, I stole some dude's bike today. I'm gonna sell it at a thrift store. That's okay, I guess. But people started making, because Shen does a lot of comics where it's like the relatable comic or whatever, where he'll be sitting there like, boy, life is good, and then you'll see like a big buff man that's just like purple and says on his chest like depression or something, and he fucking punches him in the face.
Oh, those
So
things.
people started making porn parodies where Shen is a woman, it's like, boy, life is good, and then gets cock slapped by depression.
I think I've seen a variant of that, except it was the initial Sonic trailer where he's going like,
no.
wow, and then it goes down to frickin' what's his face? What's his face? The guy that does like, you know,
I know who you mean. The
you know I had to do it to him,
yeah,
guy.
you know how I had to do it to him.
And then it goes down to his that Shen comic. It's like a girl on top of a massive car. It's like about to be ripped apart, and then it's got fucking like Yeezys on at the fucking bottom, like hypebeast shit at the bottom with Supreme all over. Oh my god!
I'm gonna get Supreme tattooed on the inside of my penis.
Shen comic
wait a
pussy got me
minute.
like. Oh my god!
I'm gonna get Supreme tattooed on the inside of my foreskin.
I'm gonna get.
I don't have foreskin. Fuck you guys.
Just get it on the tip, so whenever you're fucking a girl, she's getting the Supreme tip.
You want the Supreme
Me
head?
fucking a girl?
And they call me the incel.
I was born alone. I die alone.
Boy, last I checked, it wasn't a girl anymore.
Fuck. I still fucked a pussy, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, that boy pussy.
Fuck off.
I bet you say her farts are queefs.
And cum shots are squirts.
Man, you got a really long clitoris.
Long clit hours. Who up?
Man, you got some nice tumors in your lab.
Where's the opening?
They're so bulbous.
I'm just imagining Gotchi bass playing in the background right now.
We love you, Tyler.
What?
I love you, Tyler.
Yeah,
Tyler, you can still roast us.
Oh my god.
I give you express permission to also roast Q.
Okay.
Nah, Q's cool.
You can roast me after I take a piss, okay?
Roast him after he drops a roasty piss.
Fucking roasties.
God damn.
It's been a good episode so far.
Tyler, you know we love you, right?
No.
Tyler, we love you.
And I will always love you. Alright, after that, I not love you.
I'm never gonna look at that song the same way again.
And and I will always love Tyler.
Will always love my Yeezys.
Man, I shit in my fucking Yeezys.
Shit on my stinky boner.
Fired on my own boner. How long are we at in this video? Judging by how drunk I am, it's probably almost over.
It was in about an hour and 7 minutes.
Oh, fuck. We still got a little ways to go.
Oh god. That was I just passed a kidney stone. Damn, that was a squeeze.
It was this fucking big man.
Brings it over. Actually, a testicle.
This testicle. That is my child.
I have like fucking veins all. I have like gigantic veins coming.
It just hold up a whole kidney.
I got 2 words to say. Nano machine, son.
Have you ever seen the dub of the final fight, the final cutscenes from Metal Gear Rising, where they redubbed all of the conversations between Raiden and the president or whatever?
Senator.
Senator, yeah. They redubbed all of it to be about food. So they're sitting there where he's talking every time they say die, they're talking about frying. So it's like, and it's like, I dream of an America where everyone can cook as they please. And the entire thing is just about them talking about how they cook. And when he's like criticizing him, he's like, you and your filthy pastries, I just want a burger.
Okay. I know that I sent this to the Discord that me and you are in, Kyle, but have you guys ever heard It's Dare by Gorillaz?
It's what?
It's Dare.
Mm-mm.
Okay, it's the song where it's like, it's Dare, and then...
It's coming up, it's there. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, and they play some funky beats.
Yeah, it goes funky.
I found a video where it's the guy saying it's Dare, but it's like every single recording of him doing it. And like in the video it's fine. But then it cuts to the notorious awful live Gorillaz shows. I narrowly avoided going to one.
Oh.
Ooh.
Because they're notoriously always bad. But
Well, I mean,
yeah.
Why?
yeah, could have guessed.
Well, for one, it's like it's different vocalists and like musicians every single time because they're a cartoon band.
Oh yeah.
And it's not like Hatsune Miku where it's just like recordings of them all. They still try and do them live.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know because like those anime ones are like.
I
They're living in 3019. I'm living in 1919 over here.
I actually went to a Hatsune Miku concert a long ass time ago with an old friend from high school because he didn't have anyone else to go to, and I wasn't even really into anime that much. I just went for the sake of going. It was actually a good show. I'm glad that I went to that one, but I'm very happy I missed the Gorillaz one. But
I heard they're not bad.
the Gorillaz, a lot of their older stuff is good, but like don't see them live.
Well, I'm talking about the Hatsune Miku.
Oh,
The
yeah,
anime
Hatsune
ones,
Miku's
apparently,
really good.
like, there's no freaking, like, flamboyant roasting and all that shit in one of those. Especially in, like, Japan, because, you know, they're fucking respectful over there or whatever.
What a bunch of nerds.
I know, right?
Respect. Get that shit out of here.
Yeah, coming from the man who can't roast me.
But anyways,
Ooh, you gonna take that?
anyways, they have the. I found a video where it's the guy saying at every single live show, "It's Dare," and it's just horrendous. Where he's like, "It's Dare," and he's like laughing after he's saying it too.
He wasn't even supposed to say dare. He was supposed to say it's there.
Yeah,
But
that's,
his
that's what
accent
the
was so
original song
thick.
was. It was called "It's There," but he couldn't say "It's There," so they just said "Fuck it, it's Dare."
It's fucking wacky. Lately, I've been listening to Kids with Guns a lot.
Really?
Yeah, that's been like my favorite Gorillaz song recently.
I,
Aside from
I
the
never
obvious
really
ones.
liked Kids with Guns that much. I've always been more into Stylo or Plastic
Yeah, I
Beach.
prefer adult having guns, you know. Kids with guns sounds a
I don't
pretty
know.
bad
I like,
game.
That's a very good point, Mr. President.
I prefer infants with assault rifles. That's how we do
So
it.
It's just the one video with the fucking monkey shooting off the AK.
No, that's black children.
Jesus.
Mine was just subtly racist. Yours was just straight up racist.
You ever see that image of like
I prefer
Red-
fetuses with grenades.
So when they come out of the womb, they're already bopping.
They just kind of explode out of there.
Man, they must be some Muslim children.
Jesus Christ.
Well, this is not making it to the podcast.
I'll upload it, but it's not getting monetized if we ever get money.
Oh, we were never monetized anyway, unless we get a nice sponsorship from Redbubble.
Uncle Redbubble, please.
Please help us. We're starving. All we have is Doritos.
Please help Belle Delphine sponsor our podcast.
We'll sell you some Gamer Boy water. I'll sell you my
fucking
Gamer
pants.
Boy pee. I'll sell you my Gamer Boy pony jars.
Gamer Boy shit jar.
Jankum.
Shoves jar up ass.
4 boys, 1
One of
jar.
my favorite memes is, that I fucking hate Baby Yoda.
I hate it too.
Fucking hate it.
I
But
see people that.
I saw one meme where it was Baby Yoda standing and he's looking up and it's the guy, one guy, one jar.
What the fuck?
No. I think my favorite one was like Baby Yoda on that not casting couch, but like fucking the couch with the 4 big black guys on it.
Oh yeah.
And it's all like Star Wars references in the back, and the Baby Yoda has like the fucking, wow, like fucking, I don't know how to describe that. It's like the freaking,
The just
the
surprised
manlet,
face.
yeah, the manlet surprise face.
I fucking.
The soy boy smile.
Yeah.
I see so much of the fucking of those fucking Baby Yoda memes, and all it is
Garbage.
I want fruit gummy, and I'm sitting there like, shut the fuck up.
The ones I have, I think they're pretty funny. I'll show you guys them after the podcast.
They better be good or I'm culling you again.
I think they're like the little funny ones.
I'm gonna lynch you if they're not good.
All right.
Yeah, I'll lynch you, you dirty white man.
You know what? In today's society, that's not racist, so I'm not even gonna say anything.
Fair.
Now this is epic. You know, because we're gamers, we can talk about this stuff.
We can say the hard R and
We can say the gamer words.
Nah, you gotta say gamer.
You ever play Uno and you color
Uner?
But you get one of those +4 cards, and you get like a whiteout, and you white out the middle, and then it says, pick up the whole fucking deck, gamer. And then you pick one of those up, and you're just like, get fucked, son.
I'm gonna censor every word that ends in an R.
God.
That has 2 G's in the middle as well.
You'd have a lot of work ahead of you, but I think it'd be pretty fucking funny.
The new revised dictionary of
It wouldn't
2019.
make sense until they got to this point in the episode. What the fuck is wrong with the audio?
Anybody want some dicks?
Bickles?
Yeah, big old dickles.
Oh, you haven't had some.
I'll pass.
Oh,
I
you
don't
don't want some?
I don't really like weenies that much.
You don't want some Roni Peony?
No.
You don't want some elongated clits?
Tyler, you seem to like those.
Jesus Christ.
What the
Kyle, please simmer down. He's going to cry.
Oh my god, that reminds
where
me.
Kyle dies.
Yeah, this time I'm the one who died.
I don't know if we can glue you back together with raccoons.
You'll need something like more
It's
disgusting.
a long story.
Don't worry about
I see you're not a long time listener.
I don't know, I just found out about the podcast a literal week ago, so...
We'll send you the best episodes.
Actually, let's ask that. This is the special 20th episode. Which one do you think is
It's
the best
technically the
episode so far?
22nd,
Huh?
but it's technically the 22nd.
So you had to
Because we named
censor
it-
out 2 of them.
No, we named the other 2 the Nature Cast because we did the Nature Cast.
Those
Right,
are
yeah.
special one-offs kind of deal.
So that
2
was a furry
They were
episode,
they were
wasn't it?
spin-off episodes where we
Maybe.
went into the woods and fucking ate raccoons or some shit.
Yeah,
So which one would you say is your favorite?
There are some pretty fucking good ones.
I liked the one with Mitch in it the most.
Mitch was a really good one.
Yeah, I had Mitch on one.
There was one, and I remember you were
From
there for it, that I thought was really good, but I can't remember which one.
Oh man.
We
I
had a big old,
accidentally-
we had a gay
Avoid
old
work
time.
talk too much. Don't say the
What?
name.
We had a gay old time.
Was that like the whole try not to
Gay
laugh
old
one?
time.
Might have been that one or the
Accidentally
one
called
before.
Calvin Kyle, because how boomer he was.
What?
We know somebody named
Calvin. And
Nice Guy.
He's as boomer as he can get. He just got back from Japan and he got laid with some Asian chicks. And the moment he said, "Man, petite Asian girls are literally the best," I was like, "Kyle, you gotta calm down." And I didn't even register in my head that his name is Calvin. I was like, he's such a boomer, so I automatically called him Kyle.
How do you feel, Kyle?
About how I feel whenever the Kyle memes come up. I feel like my life is meaningless.
You're just a manifestation.
You walk this earth either to become part of the stereotype or move against it.
There have been so many times where I've been walking through like school campus or whatever, and I see a vending machine with like monsters in it, and I stop right there and I'm conflicted. Like, should I get one to make a really shitty Snapchat meme, or should I like try to preserve my dignity?
You have dignity?
Not really, but
No one in here has dignity at this point. We can't even.
this is the cursed basement.
There's some more.
This is the cum dungeon.
The cum.
Cumgen.
Enter the cum zone. This is the cum shaft.
The shack of cum.
My father fell in a cum shaft.
You want some Coke?
No, I still got nog.
You got some cum?
Yes.
You got any nods
Rum
left
and
after that
cum.
one?
Yeah, I got
Rum and
nog after
cum.
this.
Cool, get me
Get you some nog.
a rum and nog.
No, it's the episode's name is going to be named Rum and
Hold on a
Cum.
minute. I just remembered something stupid. My best friend growing up, he said, "Oh, if you mix Coca-Cola and milk, it tastes really good." And then he wholeheartedly believed that, and I said, "Okay, I'll try it." And I went over to his house, and his mom made us some milk and Coke. And I tried it, and I said, "Yeah, this is fucking disgusting. This is exactly how I thought it would be." And he was like, "No, it's good." And I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong with you people?"
My teacher told me to take Doritos to scoop slushies,
What the fuck?
and I did it.
I
Me and Connor did that.
Not gonna lie, my favorite thing to do, like these days, like you know how fountain drinks at like fast food chains are like that robot-looking refrigerator, or
Yeah.
they do it for you.
Yeah.
My favorite thing still to do was literally mix every single one of the drinks. Just do like a
Swamp water.
yeah,
type thing.
yeah. I call it swamp ass, but
What the fuck?
it tasted actually good. I don't know how, but it
Taste
actually.
the rainbow.
Sprite and Fruitopia put together always tasted good.
I want to try that sometime. I saw it once, and I'm like, I think I said it to fucking Tyler. I'm like, bro, did you see that woman? She was just a fucking Sprite and Fruitopia, and he's like, yeah, it tastes pretty good. It's like carbonated Fruitopia. I'm like, oh fuck, and I haven't tried it yet.
You know what's a good mix you guys might not think? Orange juice and diet cranberry juice.
I mean,
That's
that
very
just sounds
specific.
like a fruit blend. That already
Yeah.
sounds like it would be good.
I think a lot of fruits like that would go together.
I think a lot of fruits, like there's no fruits that really don't go.
If you take a bitter fruit and you take a really like sweet fruit and you put them together, it normally tastes very good. It's got a good old contrast to it.
I don't know. Is there like
Good
a
old
fruit
contrast.
mix that isn't good? Like, other than the really outlandish ones, is like fucking star fruit and like coconut.
Kiwi.
Coconut
Don't
from the-
insult kiwis. I like kiwis.
Okay, boomer.
Oi.
Go
Okay,
punch some
Kyle.
drywall, you bitch.
There it is!
You did it!
This one goes out to Tyler.
To Tyler, the man, the myth, the boomer.
What the fuck?
The man, the myth, the boy pussy lover.
Oh no.
Why everybody want to hit this jewel, but nobody wants to hit this boy pussy?
I sent that one to you. Picture of fucking Astolfo.
Everyone want to charge they jewel, but they don't want to charge this boy pussy with sexual assault.
My favorite one is like a picture of like. It's like a deeply distorted picture of Astolfo from Fate,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like and like the font changes every second, every word. It's like in a police surveillance state, we're all cam.
We're
girls.
all cam girls, yeah. I've
got
seen that one
pictures
so
of
many
traps.
times.
Oh my god, those are the best. Honestly,
what was
hyper
I even
ironic
talking about?
anime memes are
I don't
like
know.
the best.
At what point does that hyper irony become hyper not irony?
The moment when you start crying. So never cry.
Alright, here's the next step of evolution, alright? We had irony. Let's go for big irony. All of the memes are just fucking
You know,
big iron me.
I actually love the meme of the decade, which is Doge, because it
You
evolved
loved
from.
it. Holy shit! Like,
Dude.
every meme you like, every like 10 memes you send, at least 5 of them are Doge memes to me.
Yeah, so like it went from like okay, wow, and like you know that type of meme where it's like just a picture of Doge and it goes like wow or okay.
Stop jerking my fucking pen off. I threw that out at you out of rage.
It's a very smooth pen. I like its
Oh my god.
You're not helping your case.
Why would you hit a jewel when you can hit up a pen?
When you can sound yourself with a pen.
A rib for pleasure.
This one's smooth for pleasure.
Top 10 fucking urethral sounding videos.
Top 10 things I have put in my urethra. Number 10.
A glass jar.
But have you seen like Grande or whatever has been doing like
Ariana Grande?
top 10 memes of each decade? Or
Of
which
each
one's number
decade?
one?
Each decade.
1940, Kilroy is here.
Fucking Doge meme won 2011, I think.
I mean, the Doge meme has just evolved so
No,
much.
for me, right now, all the Doge memes I'm sending him is literally, like, super ironic. Like, it's like... it's like, you know the picture of, like, iPad, iPhone, and then it's a picture of a dad that says, I paid? And then my favorite one that I sent him so far right now is it's a picture of Doge, and it says, I committed several war crimes in Serbia.
The ones that I get the most, like, weird chuckles out of are the ones where it's, like, something wholesome. It's like Doge being wholesome, like... Doge kid talking to Doge dad. He's like, Dad, the local kids want to play superheroes. Can I go out and play? And the dad's like, sure, son, it's good you're making friends. And he goes out and he's like, thanks, Dad, I love you. And the second he goes out, there's a bunch of kid Doges and then a bunch of Cheems Doges. They just, like, expand. They just stretch the image and then do a little crunchy sound and then they disappear.
See, I forgot to send this one to Eric today. But it's a Doge with what is it, Ahegao face?
Stop!
And it says, oh, you're so deep in my pussy with the bees. You're hitting my cervix. Oh. it's got heart emojis.
Let me see this shit. Oh, fuck off.
That's like a shad magnet right there. But why isn't it, instead of a B, it should be a D? The Dussy.
Alright. I came
Did you
across... Why, yes, I haven't stopped since we started.
The room is filling up.
Okay, hypothetical, the room is filling up with cum.
I exit the cumgen.
Tyler isn't drinking it fast enough.
Fuck.
What do you do?
What do? So we're gonna let Tyler lay on the floor, nice and parallel to the floor line. Let him continue to consume while we step on him to get the high ground and say, I have the high ground, Tyler. Don't try it.
I'll never let go, Jack.
Imagine the
What if
ending
we kissed
scene.
on top of the Titanic wardrobe?
What if we kissed on top of Tyler?
Tyler Cumbridge.
I just imagine the ending scene. Imagine any dramatic scene in Titanic, but Tyler's there. It's like, Jack, don't let go. Let go, you cunt.
No, it wouldn't even. Tyler wouldn't even say anything. It would just be a still image of him, like a copy cutout of him, like standing on top of the water. But it's a picture taken of him where somebody's running by and they showed his name and he just kind of looks over. So it's all blurry and shit.
Oh. What if we kissed on top of Tyler's dick while he fucks up? What the fuck? It's literally like a Shrek. It's like, no, not Shrek. It's literally that image of a Hulk fucking a concrete. What the fuck?
Bro.
I've never seen that.
Tyler, I imagine you as that cameraman shooting porn who is like eating a pastry, and when he zooms in, he just like holds it out to the guy for him to take a bite.
Actually, no. My favorite that I've seen so far is
Tyler's dying.
I'm just imagining it.
Get the fucking defibrillator. Mr. President, no!
Mr. President, get down.
He's gonna say the N-word.
It's just one of those fucking, like...
It's just one of those days where you don't want to wake up.
I'm just a camera guy.
I'm about to head out.
Walking up to the parent, I give the guy like a fucking tart of some kind while they're just made fucking.
Give him an eclair.
I think my favorite one is where the cum shot happens.
On the girl's back.
Oh, and then it zooms out and it shows the other camera guy and he has cum on his face.
No, it zooms in close. It zooms in on the guy cumming's face.
Have you ever...
This dude hitting the fattest nut instead of the girl. It's just, this dude going like, oh, and it's just a good, like, hyper zoomed in picture of his face. No.
Have you ever seen the one, like, the one amateur porn thing where it was a dude trying to teach math while fucking a girl?
What?
He was sitting there, like, he was doing it was doggy style or whatever, and he was holding the camera, and he wrote the formulas on her back, and he's sitting there like, so as you can see, you carry the X over here, and he's like, sorry, it's very hard to teach this while I'm balls deep. And he's just trying to teach this while and he's like, stop moving so much, I'm trying to teach.
Speaking of doggies, I think I am this generation's next great philosopher because I had an epiphany of like who's that one that was like fuck. What philosopher was the really weird one that said everybody wants to fuck their mothers?
That was Freud.
Okay,
Sigmund Freud.
I had a Sigmund
All
Freud
those
moment.
fucking Germans are weird, man.
Also, he was a psychologist.
Yes. Regardless.
You want to fuck your...
No. No! But once you find out about furries, you are at an impasse. Where you can either become one, or you go against them. Because once you know about them, you only have two options.
Oh, we all know mine. Fucking when we took that furry quiz at the Comic-Con. One of the questions like, oh, do you think furry should exist? No!
You know, I got the solution. It's not on the questionnaire. It's not a yes or a no.
But it is final.
It's called... Yeah, it is final. And it is a solution. I just whip out a fucking Glock.
Hey, it's for science.
And the question was, what do you think of the furry community? I was like, the furry community is toxic as hell. It should be destroyed.
Vaporized.
Bro, when the furry race war goes down, you're gonna be with the forefront of it.
You're gonna get caught in the crossfire.
Well, what's the crossfire? Just like... fucking diapers going on.
It's like that scene in Platoon where the guy's just getting like shot to shit, but it's just Tyler getting hit by diapers. He's like, his arms are up in the air as he's getting hit.
I can just see like a gigantic like 20 meter tall trebuchet launching like a 700-pound frickin' diaper like fucking Donald Trump's
That
wall.
fucking macro diaper. And then we're just gonna look onto his this fucking shitted corpse, and we're gonna say, "Uh-oh, stinky."
You know, a single tear rolls down his eye as he gives his dying breath.
You know, kind of off topic. I want to become
What
like...
fucking topic is it?
I want to be like a missile technician. I know it's kind of generic for being a Korean, you know, missiles.
It's
Wink,
important.
wink, hint, hint. My last name is also Kim.
Oh shit.
But I want to make a missile that screeches Bangarang by Skrillex at like 3,000 decibels before dropping. So like everyone that's gonna die at least has to hear Bangarang, or in the far distance when when another battalion's like 20 miles away, it's just like they hear Bangarang. And
I'm just imagining this thing, just slowly hear Bangarang coming over the distance.
Bro, imagine they're sitting there at Hiroshima, and then you just hear Bangarang start playing.
No.
Like, oh, what the fishy gaijin music?
No. While it's dropping, you know how it has a parachute, right? Before.
Oh, no.
While it's in parachute mode, it plays like what's that? The Kids by MGMT is like, dude.
Yeah.
And then it literally vaporizes the city.
A family of trees wanted to be.
Everybody on the ground is like fucking Bangarang. Bang!
It's already too late.
You gotta
too
play.
late.
You gotta play nuclear. I'm nuclear.
And
No,
the
radioactive.
ashes are all cold now.
You just drop a radio in after it.
I mean, I would still design it just like every single time. It's like it's pitch black. Like just imagine this. You're like an American soldier. No, you're like a Russian soldier somewhere in the middle of fucking nowhere, and World War III's already happening. And then you hear like a whistling, and then a big bangarang, and then like a literal gigantic explosion in the back, and you're like, oh fuck! And then you hear the bangarang destroy your eardrums, like 0.005 seconds before you get vaporized as well.
The last thing you ever hear.
Yeah, the last thing you ever hear or think of is Skrillex's bang.
You gotta be the one.
It's not even your mom, your kids, your family. It's just
You just think of a split second of the music video. Like that's all you
That guy on the fucking ice cream truck. Just his face is the last thing you ever see.
yeah, his face is getting like shot like that fucking fat ass Igo face. That's the last thing. That's the last thing that comes up in your mind.
Alright, I'm decreeing it now. We're calling this video Bangarang.
You gotta be the one to design the missiles that say, "Here comes the not ooh." Bro, we might live long enough to see the invention and use of power armor in a war. We might also live long enough to see that power armor get used like furry power armor.
You know, I don't want to live at all.
If it ever gets to that point, I'm just gonna fucking
I'm
put
gonna
a clock in my mouth and just
I'm
blow.
gonna make a company. It's gonna be a defense contractor company. It's gonna be named OWO Solutions. We're gonna build missiles that go bangarang and power armor that makes ooh noises every step it takes.
It's just got a snout design on the helmet.
No squeaky sounds every step it takes.
And then
the mask, the visor of it is just a computer
got-
screen, but
it's
it
got-
says ooh ooh on it.
The offensive weapons, it's for riot control mostly, but the offensive weapons is 4 canisters of cum jars and a tank on your back that has flammable cum on it.
A super soaker full of fucking squirrel cum.
Why squirrel?
I don't know.
How long is this video?
We're going on almost 140.
Alright, we should probably end it on Swirl Cum.
Okay.
Retire on top.
Alright. We don't need to talk about topping squirrel cum.
Retire on top of Tyler Cumbridge.
What if we kissed on Tyler Cumbridge?
Thanks for coming to watch MDcast episode 20. It's been your usual hosts, Eric and Kyle. It's been your reincarnated host, Tyler, and it's been special guest Q.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on.
Did you just say thank you for?
That goes out to you, audience. You better thank him.
Or else we'll
If I don't see one thank you for every view on this video, I'm coming to each and every one of your houses and killing you.
We're gonna drop the bangarang.
We're gonna go to your house, fill a bag with cum and light it on fire on your porch.
That's just the new dog shit.
You don't think